Ginny wakes up when it's early in the morning, and when she can adjusting his gaze, she immediately remembered where she was. Then she turned to the side where Lisa was still asleep. "Why are you so handsome?" Ginny thought while observing Lisa's face, who was so close to his face. Even Lisa's breath she could feel on his face. "I even forgot every rant of yours all this time you say when you meet me. Can't you continue just like this, Lisa? You really look cute like this." "You stupid. What I just said. Don't dream, Ginny. You have to leave before he opens his eyes," continued in thought. Ginny thought back to last night, and the blood flowing fast. Lisa didn't let Ginny go after finish their lunch and dinner together. And she can't even refuse. I don't know how many times Lisa kissed her overnight, and every time, it feels like that different, more impressive, more fun, increasingly addicted. The one night that Lisa wanted is over. Now I have Tajay out of here right away, before he actually wakes up. I'm really tired, Ginny thought again. Ginny carefully pulled her leg from under Lisa's thigh while holding his breath. After his legs were free, she glanced back at Lisa. Well, then live from there after wearing all the wear. After a few hours, Lisa started to wake up from her deep sleep, and with his eyes not yet opened, he groped the bed looking for someone there. "Where is he?" he said after opening his eyes while looking around his room with his body half raised. "Looks like he left without wanting to wake me up," he said as he threw his head back into his pillow. Lisa got out of bed and went straight into the bathroom to clean himself first. "It smells so good, I don't even want to get rid of it. Smell is coming from my body, but there's no way I'm not clean myself up. I'll get you, Ginny." Not wanting to linger, Lisa came out of the bathroom and grabbed his cell phone to call someone, but unfortunately, the one he called did not receive the call at all. Because it was ignored, Lisa gave up, then left to his office to carry out his usual activities. He just wanted to keep himself busy with work. After arriving at her office, Lisa immediately called her assistant to talk to him about something. "Is there anything you need?" asked her assistant, who was already in Lisa's room and staring at the back of Lisa, who was standing looking out the window. "Please put someone you can trust to handle our company in Thailand. Looks like I'll be staying here for a few months," said Lisa. "Okay, do you still have something to say?" he asked. Actually, he wanted to ask Lisa's sudden reason taking such a decision, but seeing the look on Lisa's face, she turned it down. "That's all for now. You can go back and do it which I just assigned to you," said Lisa. "I will do it very carefully. You don't have to worry about that. Then I'll say goodbye." "Excuse me." "Goodbye." "Wait, hold." Lisa stops her assistant. "What is it?" asked his assistant after turning his body. "No, it doesn't. You can leave. Sorry if you make up your mind suddenly," Lisa said, then turned her body to look at the window. "You're so used to it. Never mind, I'm out," assistant grumbles. Lisa's assistant isn't that formal when it's just the two of them because they were quite familiar with each other. 2 months have passed. Ginny lay on her bed without moving an inch, waiting for the nausea to subside. The doctor said that symptoms of pregnant people are different and will disappear on their own. Nausea in the afternoon really bothers Ginny. For the boss, who is none other than Kai, it's so nice to let Jenna set her own work schedule during her pregnancy. When she realized she was 2 months pregnant, Ginny Sadis' desire to step down as the lead architect on the project with a more company that she is working on. She remembered again, not once did Lisa use a shield during their love that night, whether intentionally or not. Ginny too cursed at his stupidity, never having thought about it. During the week after confirming her pregnancy, Jenna suited himself up. He tried to think of a move that would taken for the future, with the baby later after birth. Ginny got out of bed after hearing her house bell rang. After arriving behind the door without thinking, she just opened it. "Hi Kim." Ginny greets someone standing in front of Ginny. "May I come in?" asked Lisa, who saw Ginny just stared at her with the hand still holding the doorknob. "Lisa," Ginny muttered as if she couldn't believe Lisa's presence. Yes, the one who came and stood right in front of Ginny right now was Lisa. He came because he wanted to make sure of something after a night they'd deliberately did it by himself to get Ginny. "What did you come here for?" Ginny asked, trying to cover her surprise. "I don't think we have anything more to talk about," said Ginny again. "That's right. Talking is not our talent, isn't it, Kim?" Lisa said with a small laugh. Lisa said that in a very sensual voice, making Jenny's face reddened. She wanted to close the door, but Lisa held it back, and with a little force he pushed open the door. "What are you doing, Lisa?" "Go," Jenny said with a sharp look. "I told you, I want to come in," Lisa asserted without taking her eyes off Ginny's face. "And I told you too," Ginny gasped when Lisa lifted her body and barged in, then saw Lisa's feet closing the door. "Put me down," Jenny shouted while struggling. Lisa lowered Ginny's body on the sofa and relaxed, cast his gaze across the room and slightly raised the corners of his lips. "Cozy house. I love it," Lisa said, smiling. "Why are you here? Didn't you go to Thailand?" Jenny asked, surprised. "Yes, but the matter over there is over, and one of my employees can count on to run the company, so I'm moving on," Lisa replied casually. "Where are you moving to?" asked Jenny curiously. "In the meantime, I will stay in Paris until my office building to one here is finished," Lisa replied, while watching Ginny's face so closely. "Then why did you come here?" asked Ginny again. "Depends on what you have to offer," Lisa answered while raising one eyebrow. "You look drunk. Have you been drinking recently?" Jenny asked with a suspicious look. "Right," answered Lisa, admitting with a smile. "I drink to forget the unrelenting woman come and always haunt me," continued Lisa while throwing her butt into the back of the chair. "Are you here just to say that?" Jenny asked quietly. "Of course not," Lisa croaked and shook her head. "Then what do you want?" "I just wanted to know," Lisa said a little hesitantly. "Could you be pregnant?" continued Lisa, staring at Ginny. Ginny was silent while opening her eyes wide, staring at Lisa, whose eyes looked droopy. She swallowed her saliva. She once told the truth, but the fear was greater. What do you mean?" Jenny stammered. "I just wanted to know, is there any chance you might be pregnant? Because, considering I didn't even wear safety, and I guess neither do you, considering it was your first experience." Lisa's no-nonsense words succeeded in making Face's Jenny blushed as she recalled their hot night, but suddenly he remembered something. "Not. Of course not. If that's all you want to know, you already know the answer, no. So can you get out of here?" said Ginny, who was trying to be calm. You kicked me out? Asked Lisa a little sharp. Say that, Jenny answered quickly. Are you afraid of me now? Asked Lisa. No, I just don't want to misunderstand my lover with you in my house, Ginny answered, gripping the edge of the sofa, holding back her heart aching his own words. Lisa's eyes darken and her body muscles tighten when she hears Jenny's words. Anger began to cover her heart. Love? Really? Who is your lover this time? Lisa asked with a disdainful smile after controlling himself, because he didn't want to hurt his woman at all. None of your business, answered Jenny. How can I make it my business? Lisa asked, bringing her face to Ginny's face. Please stay away, Ginny replied, backing her face further. I still remember it very well, Ginny. Where are you so much enjoy it? Have you forgotten it? Of course you can't just forget it. What else is it a first thing for you? Shouldn't you be asking me again and again, instead of being like this to me, Kim Ginny? Lisa said with a satisfied smile, imagining Ginny's face that night. Thanks for the night, Lisa. And I've forgotten that thing. I don't even want to remember anymore. I really hope that you can forget it too, continued by Jenny. Lisa's smile widened even more. I don't know what she was thinking, while Ginny just looked at him flatly, different from his heart. Woe seemed to want to hug the body in front of him. Would you like a drink before you go home? Asked Ginny offers. No, I don't want to drink. You know what I want, is you. Ginny's body gave a reaction she didn't want. Her face flushed and her blood rippled. Pregnancy hormones made her felt a strange sensation run through his body. I can't stop wanting you, let alone forget you, Kim Ginny. Do you know, whatever I do, that feeling I don't want to disappear from inside of me. Are you too? By you saying that, you're just as purposely wanting at me, Ginny. Your words hurt me so much. But I know, Ginny can't possibly forget that beautiful thing. Your eyes can't lie to me, honey, Lisa said, smiling, grinning, looking at Ginny's face that now have closed their eyes. Lisa is getting closer to Ginny. Her hand is reaching out to reach that body that he missed so much. When he saw the defensive woman began to waver. Lisa's lips traced Ginny's neck and stopped at hers, kissing him passionately while Ginny is getting immersed in the atmosphere that Lisa created for her. Lisa's hands traced Ginny's body, squeezing gently her chest as their kiss grew more passionate. When Lisa slipped his hand under Ginny's dress, Jenny immediately woke up. Why? Lisa asked, surprised after feeling Ginny back off and the kiss came off so fast. Do you want to deny? Your body can't lie, honey, said Lisa again, then stood up and approached Ginny. I don't have to hear your words, Ginny replied. She was very afraid that her fetus would be threatened if she did anything intimate with Lisa, even though he really wanted to. Please go, Lisa, Jenny asked, a little desperate. Lisa's face became furious. Her expression grew darker, making Jenny afraid. What he knows is that Lisa is not the type of person who usually accepts rejection. Suddenly the doorbell rang, making Ginny feel very grateful to anyone who comes to his house, because save himself from any possible folly. Ginny opened the door of her house and found Kai was smiled broadly while carrying a bouquet of flowers in his hand. I happened to see this, and Kai's words stopped when he realized the message that was delivered Jenny through her eyes. Dear, Jenny exclaimed affectionately, then took the bouquet of flowers in hand. Kai, who looks confused by Ginny's behavior. Kai, who was just about to say something, he suddenly stopped, because I understand when I see someone walking closer behind Jenny. This flower is very beautiful, but you don't have to bother. You spoil me too much, spoiled Ginny. When the sound of feet behind her stopped, Ginny turned around as Eve just remembered the existence of Lisa, who had been watching him. Honey, you must know him, right? He's here because I convey my mother's message, Ginny said again, while pinching the skin of Kai's hand, because man was very surprised to see Lisa. My business is finished and I happen to want to say goodbye, Lisa said with a friendly smile. Goodbye, said Lisa, glanced at Ginny briefly. The tone was so final that Ginny felt Lisa wasn't just saying excuse me but really goodbye. Ginny suddenly felt panic. She should be happy because his wish came true, but his heart felt something else. He was not willing if Lisa went what else to leave her. I'll walk you out, Ginny said suddenly, then followed Lisa's steps from behind regardless of Kai's gaze fixed on the two of them. It turns out that you are a woman who is good at seducing bosses, Lisa said, full of ridicule and anger, after leaving the house. Tell me, did you also sleep with the boss you think your lover? Lisa asked while raising her eyebrows. You don't know anything, Lisa, so watch your words, and I won't let you insult Kai, said Jenny. I'm not insulting your dear boss, but you, point to Lisa right in front of Ginny's face. Go, Jenny expelled. I will go, Lisa replied, then took a step forward and brutally kissed Jenny's lips without permission. Thank you for the memories you left behind, Lisa said bitterly after breaking the kiss and go away from there. Ginny, who is still surprised by Lisa's attitude and words to her, immediately dropped himself to the ground he stepped on. He cried profusely. What happened after Lisa's car disappeared from her sight? It's already pity the baby. If the mother continues to cry, everything will be all right, Kai said softly while helping Ginny stand up and walk into the house. No, all messed up. It's all messed up, replied Ginny sobs. He's your baby's father, right? Guessed Kai. Yes, Ginny answered briefly. I didn't think you could have a relationship with Lisa. Did you guys know each other before? Kai asked, and only answered with a nod of the head by Ginny. Why did you come here? Is there anything I have to do? Jenny asked quietly after feeling a little calm. No, I just wanted to see you. How are you now? Asked Kai, smiling. I'm fine. How about our cooperative project with ML Company? Everything goes according to your wish. And we'd better not talk about that just yet, because actually I'm also here to take you to the hospital for check your content, continued Kai. It's late and it's not necessary, because yesterday it already did, answered Jenny. Is it true? Then, what did the doctor say? Is the fetus okay? Did the doctor suggest something to you? Asked Kai in a hurry. The doctor just advised me not to think too much and have to rest a lot, replied Jenny. Kai just breathed sluggishly. He wished the doctor could say that pregnant women must find a companion in order to help him, but in fact his hope was lost again. Okay, then I'll say goodbye. If you need anything, just contact me, Kai said goodbye and got Ginny's head nod. Ginny returned to her room after dropping Kai off and locked the door of his house. Then he went to the balcony and sat there while looked up at the already dark sky. Not a single star was there. What should I do now? What's wrong if I want it? But I don't want him to think that I just wantonly treasure It's not necessarily that he loves me as much as I have for a long time. Loves him, he only wants me to accompany him just last night. Lord, how am I going to live this on my own? Can I? What if he finds out then just asks his son just after that dump me? Honey, I'm sorry mommy if I have to hide you to your daddy. Do you know honey, mommy really wants your daddy to be here with us, but mommy is scared baby. Mommy is very afraid if later your daddy ends up separate us both. Ginny keeps talking to herself while looking up at the sky and stroked her stomach which was still flat once in a while, her tears dripping from the corner of his eye. While in another place, Lisa, who just arrived at her apartment, can only stare at the ceiling of his room imagining face woman who fills his mind. What should I do so that I can get you? I even did something really big but still failed to get you. Ginny, I want you so much, how can you so stubborn as to reject me? Do you really not have the slightest feeling for me, at least after that night? I admit, I have misjudged you all along, but after that night, you really surprised me half to death. Ginny, I don't know how to express my feelings this to you, so that you may know the truth. You have given something very valuable of yourself, can't you also give your heart to me? Lisa was so frustrated that she immediately got up from her bed and ran out of the room to the balcony. Kim Ginny, I love you so much, screams so very loud. Can't you see it for yourself from the way I treat you? Have you forgotten, Ginny, where I was willing to do heinous things? Because of you I killed my own daddy, and because of that too you're starting to hate me, don't you know? I did that because said that he wanted you. I won't let anyone get to you, except myself. Lalisa Manaban. Bear in mind that